Boom! Welcome back to The Perfect Bag, everybody. My name's Clint, and I'm so excited today. I'm usually excited. Today, like a 12 out of 10 excited. That's right. I've got a rare bag. Rare bag alert. That's right. Let's go. What is it? This is the Packolab Samurai EDC Sling Crossbody goodness from the Ukraine. That's right, from the Ukraine, from a small maker, individual. Boris is his name, Boris with a Y instead of an I. Packolab is the company name. You're going to be able to check that out by clicking on the link in the video description to the Instagram account for Packolab. We're going to talk about how to get a Packolab Samurai here in a little bit. But why is it a rare bag? Well, number one, have you seen one on your city streets walking around? Probably not. Anyway, it's rare because you can't just go and click on the website and say, order. This bag is going to be made for you, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that process. One-off for you from Boris, from the Ukraine. That's why I consider this a rare bag, and every one by nature is pretty much a one of one because you get some say in what goes on with your samurai. All right, so y'all know that I love crossbody slings. We've talked about some great ones on this channel. We've talked about the Cargo Loculus. We've talked about all the green room slings ad nauseum, right? You're probably tired of the green room slings. Sorry, I love them. This is the Packolab Samurai. What? It's gorgeous. Time to dive in? I think so. All right, everybody. You know what we do on this channel. We're going to do a one-take bag review of the Packolab Samurai. What does that mean? Straight shot review, genuine, authentic me talking about a bag that I love, which is all bags. I love all bags. And we're going to look at the interior. We're going to look at the exterior. We're going to get into all the nooks and crannies. And at the end of that, you're going to get, as always, two things that I love about the bag, two things that I think could be better about the bag, and an overall discussion about who might this be the perfect bag for the Packolab Samurai. Let's get started with the exterior walkthrough. Well. It's gorgeous. I think I'm just going to start off by saying it's gorgeous. I really love the look. There's a lot of features to talk about on the exterior, like a lot of features to talk about for a small bag. So I guess let's start at the top and work our way down. Front first, back second. At the top you have a nylon grab handle made out of seatbelt nylon. It's kind of that shiny kind with multiple it goes this way and it goes that way. You'll see here in a little bit in camera number two, but beautiful. My bag is Multicam Alpine X-Pack with Coyote AquaGuard zippers and ultra stretch pockets. That's a mouthful. There's a lot going on, and there's just so many choices going on with these bags. So many choices. I can't wait to get into all the fabrics. It's unbelievable. Okay, so AquaGuard zippers, little paracord zipper pulls on the zippers. Very nice. No issues with the zipper quality. They look great. You have a hook and loop field that is, what is that? A trapezoid? A rhombus? I think it's a trapezoid. It's a quadrilateral of some sort with two obtuse angles. Trapezoid? Good God. Wow, okay. So anyway, you got fuzzy hook and loop right here, and you can put patches on it. But I think, be aware, this is kind of an unusual shape of hook and loop field. And so unless you have a custom silencer built out or a really bizarrely unique trapezoid shaped morale patch, there's always going to be some of your hook and loop showing on this bag. No matter how tightly you pack the Ranger Eye 1-inch morale patches on here, there's always going to be a little bit showing, which is, I think thought about by Boris because he color matches the hook and loop as well. So that's good to see. Really nice. You have shock cord on the bottom, and you can play it like a musical instrument, or you can use it for what it's for, really, which is to, pin a jacket in there, or a hoodie, or a hat, a rolled up magazine. Do people carry magazines anymore? I don't know. You might. You could put a 20-ounce soda in there. It would grip it pretty tight. So you've got shock cord little webbing on the bottom, and just visually, it looks great. It's a really, really good look. The next obvious feature are these pockets here. I can go ahead and say that these are from Ultra Stretch from Challenge Sailcloth. We're going to get into these pockets here in a little bit from the overhead cam, but they are not just beautiful, they're very functional. It's a really interesting addition to a sling, and the unique shape, and I think it's time for us to just say the unique shape overall of the sling adds a lot to the design and the visual appeal, but also to the space, right? It's like a cantilevered roof. Is that the right term? I think so. Yeah, so up, down, rather than flat. And so you get a little bit of extra space and visual interest. And this pocket can follow that curve. And so when it does follow that curve, what you end up with is a lot of space in the bottom and a tighter opening so things don't fall out very easily. It's honestly really, really smart. Okay, on the back, what do we have? We have gated hooks here that clip into this attachment point or this attachment point or this attachment point or this attachment point. They have another little loop down here if you wanted to pay a little extra and add a stabilizer strap from Boris in the Ukraine. I did not. This carry style was fine for me. You know, I just toss it on like this, try and avoid the mic, and just wear it crossbody. I can even let it slide down like this, right along my hip, and it's very comfortable. You could hook one here and one here. You could hook one here and one here. I like the top carry. I think it works really well for me. This is an adjustable strap on both sides, and then you do have as well a magnetic quick release buckle on the bag. This is a 2-inch nylon strap, very high quality. I hope you can see that shimmer. We'll look at it here again in camera number 2, but just overall, gorgeous, gorgeous bag. You have a padded back panel here made of the same multicam Alpine. Remember, when you're dealing with camo fabrics, you can't guarantee the cut of the fabric. So as an example, you can see I've got quite a bit of pattern right here, but this looks like almost plain white X-Pack in the middle, and that's just luck of the draw. Sometimes you get a really nice cut of camo. Sometimes you get a cut that's a little bit less visually interesting. As an example, I really like the cut of camo on my Huckberry Brown Buffalo Multicam Tropic bag up here. I think that's a really visually interesting cut. Not too much dark, a good mix of colors, and visually interesting. This on the back here, not the best cut, but in other places it looks really nice and crisp. All right, I think that's it on exterior features for now. I'll probably come across a few more that I want to talk about, but I think it's time for us to get into what everybody wants to see with a crossbody sling bag, which is show me the guts, show me the pockets, show me the inside. We're going to do it in camera number 2. Here we are, camera number 2, and the Packolab Samurai. And man, she is gorgeous. Look at this. Wow. Wow. Okay, so time for pockets. I think first let's look at these ultra stretch pockets. Like really nice and very stretchy. Look at that. Yeah, very stretchy. And inside this one, there is a long key leash. Now, y'all know how I feel about key leashes, but this one's a little different because it's on the exterior of the bag, which is super unique, and it's super long. I could actually see this working for keys, actual keys. Now, I always use my key leashes for my AirPods, but I could actually see this being, you know, crossbody across your chest and this reaching an actual keyhole. Nice. All right, pretty cool. Now, we got 2 of these, one on each side. They're very stretchy. And then you have this front pocket here. And, oh, look inside here. Well, I got some antibiotics in here. I've got a little coin purse in here. I've got a worry stone in here. And then just look, this is lined, and we're going to get into unique fabric choices now. This is a gray ultra grid, really nice outdoor fabric. And it's lining both sides here, and it's really, really cool. So, high visibility, gray ultra grid. I like that. We've got a pocket on the back too, but first check out, see what I was saying about high quality on the handle? and high quality on the strap. It's just really, really nice. Yeah, really nice. Okay, we got a back pocket too. And inside here, same Ultra Grid. Got a wallet here. Got the Colonel Ichabod mustache comb, the best mustache comb in the industry. And then it's time for the main pocket, the main event. I'm gonna leave it this way so you can see, like you can imagine that this is on your body, crossbody, and you unzip. You've got these tuggies here that you can tug against, also made of the super high-end nylon, but you just grip and tug against. The zippers, I want to show you this before we open, actually go down pretty far. They go down all the way into the pocket. So you can get not a full clamshell, but as close to a full clamshell as you'll ever need on a sling bag. So they actually go pretty deep, and then you can still yank them back out with the paracord. So that's a nice feature. All right, you ready? Are you? Yes, we're ready. Okay. Wow. Wow, were you expecting this? This coyote interior? Wow. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it back to front. No, front to back, yeah. So you have a little, and look at this. It's just this beautiful outdoors fabric here. Beautiful. And it's a coyote colored Ultra Grid. Just so nice. So nice. So this is a little tech pocket. You can slip in your phone in here. That's what I've been using it for. Really easy to access. No hook and loop, no magnets, anything like that. But it's just a really well constructed drop pocket. Then you have a zippered pocket that I am not even using because I've got all these other pockets. You've got these amazing, look at this stretch. That is just awesome. So you've got these two amazing drop pockets with stretchiness. I've got car keys in one. Okay. And then I've got a video game in the other. So two really useful pockets. You could keep AirPods in there. You could keep wallets in there. You could keep, gosh, almost anything in there. Then you've got the main section here. I've got a little power brick in here. This is the kind that has cords built into it. Link in the video description. And a bonus cord, just in case. But look at how big this main compartment is. Like, it's really nice, and it opens really wide. Very cool. You can, if you're wondering, fit an iPad mini in a keyboard case or bulky case into this sling. No issue. Then on the back, you have an organizer here. Look at this. So this organizer can be removed. It's hook and loop, but I'm just going to leave it in. It's awesome. But the organizer itself has a little grab handle here. You can take it off. But fits really well. And some of these organizers I have a beef with, right? Because you can't, the bags themselves aren't tall enough to fit a pen without scraping the top of the bag. This one definitely is. So in here I've got a dual purpose cord, USB-C and Lightning. That's from Native Union. I've got blue light blocking glasses. I've got a matching coyote knife. I've got a EDC flashlight. And I've got a green Sharpie. You never know when you're going to need a Sharpie. Then you have another zippered panel, and this one, check this out, is with that super silver Ultra Grid. Cables, 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 SD cards, air tags. Wow, wow. So you can just fit a crap ton in this bag. How many pockets? We're not going to count the pin loops, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zippered. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 pockets. Unbelievable. Meet me back at camera number 1. Well, what do you think? Wow. I'm very impressed with this sling. Very impressed with the utility, very impressed with the build quality, very impressed with the ingenuity. All right, Two things that I love about the bag. Well, the first thing that I love about the bag is the materials choices. Now, this is a tough one, right? Because not every Samurai is going to have the same materials. But man, I just love the choices that Boris made on this one. I love the Alpine with the Ultra Grid. I love the Coyote in the white. I love the kind of deep Coyote, we'll call it, Ultra Grid. I love the really nice outdoorsy stretch material that he used inside here, which I've never seen on a bag. Like, yeah, it's just, sorry, it's just really, really cool. So love the material choices, like really good stuff. This is a maker who clearly experiments with new fabrics and clearly has fun making his bags. So that's awesome. Second thing I really like about this bag is the size and shape, okay? Now, so the first one, materials, colors, choices, modern, super techy, stretchy awesomeness. This one is about shape. I love the shape of this bag. It feels, I'll wear the bag at the end of the video as always, but it just feels nice crossbody. You can tell that this bag was designed to be crossbody. You also could, by the way, clip this thing onto other bags with these attachment points and some gated G-hooks. Just slap it on there. But I think it excels as a sling and not as a tech pouch, although pretty easy, right? It's just take off this removable strap and it's a tech pouch. And you could strap it onto a bag or just toss it into a bag. Yeah, so love the shape. Love, we talked about how it's cantilevered and that gives every pocket its own dimension without robbing from other parts of the bag, which is really cool. I never found myself with a thing I wanted to carry that didn't have a spot in the bag that felt natural for it, which is just mind-blowing to me. Like all the stuff that I carry around, you know, it all had a home and it never doubled up that, you know, the place that I wanted to put my wallet was also the only good place for my AirPods, etc. Just never felt that way with this bag. Plenty of usable storage choices. It's just really, really, really good. Really good. All right, so two things that I think could be better about the bag. God, this is so hard, y'all. Like really, really hard. Okay. I'm going to nitpick. I've got to nitpick. I always do two things. I'm going to do two things. Thing number one, the admin panel in the back. I wish it was just sewn into the bag. I wish that was the back of the bag, not a hook and loop panel. You can see it's hook and loop here. Now, this is where this is going to be user specific, because if you need a concealed carry holster hook and loop spot on here and you wanted to, happy days ahead, if you wanted to pull out your weapon from your bag, then you are definitely appreciative that this panel is removable. But I think since it's a customizable bag, you could and should be able to just say, sew mine in. I'm never going to remove it. I love it. I'm never going to screw with it. That's the way I want it. Go ahead and build it into the bag. And who knows? Maybe you can. Maybe Boris would do that. All right. So that's the first thing, and it's a quibble. I mean, my God, that is the quibbliest of quibbles. The second thing is not as much of a quibble. It's something I found a little annoying about the bag, and that is this. The shock cord runs underneath the bag and loops into the attachment points for the strap, and they kept popping out all the time, and I would find myself having to slide them back through. Now, if you let them run a lot, then you could run this little grippy thing down to the edge of here, but then it doesn't look quite as clean and tight, and you have a little bit more dangle. So I don't know, one more little white hook over on this side to gate the shock cord against, I think would be a good choice for this bag. It's like the only, I've been using this since I got it. It's the only minor annoyance I've had with the entire bag is the dangly shock cord things. And I eventually solved it just by tying a simple knot down here around the strap Strap attachment point? Yeah, that's what we'll go with. So tying it around this strap attachment point down here, that's the only annoyance I found with the bag, which is it's pretty dang good. So the only two things I'd change about this bag are quibbles and solvable and not a problem at all, really. And the things that I love about this bag are epic. Y'all, this is a good one. Let's talk about two things. Who might this be the perfect bag for, and how the heck do you get one? So, first, this might be the perfect bag for pretty much everybody who loves insanely good EDC slings. Like, this is one, if you are a collector, if you are an aficionado around sling bags, and you don't mind spending up a little bit, spending up, and I never quote prices on here because prices change, and we're talking somebody in another country, and I mean, honestly, y'all, somebody in another country that is going through a tough time right now in the Ukraine. And so access to materials, like cost of materials, that stuff has got to be pretty damn in flux right now. So Boris and everybody in the Ukraine thinking about you and hoping that everything calms down soon and is safe for you. Price on the expensive side, let's say that. But what you get is top materials and insane build quality and like a really personal touch. So how do you get these? There's no website really. You're going to get on Instagram, you're going to follow Packolab, you're going to message Boris, you're going to talk to him about what kind of sling you want, or just wait for him to post a sling that's for sale and try your luck at being the first one to click the button. But honestly, talk to Boris about the Samurai that you envision. Do you want a pink and yellow and baby blue Miami Vice sling? Do you want a tiger striped camo sling? Do you want a sling made entirely of ultra grid that bounces when it hits the floor? Like, what is it that you really want? And probably they can do it. I don't want to oversell here, but this is a one-off custom maker here. And if you want camo, you can probably do camo. And if you want ultra, you can probably do ultra. And if you want Cordura, you can probably do Cordura. But what you can't do is just say, make me a backpack, right? They're specializing in these slings, the Samurai, and a couple of other products. And you can see what they do by following them on Instagram. If you're interested, support a small maker. Support a small maker in the Ukraine. There are worse things you could do with your money. Like you could, buy some bonus lives on Candy Crush. That's right. Yeah, skip a couple of DoorDashes and get yourself a beautiful, sweet-looking sling bag from the Ukraine that you will want to carry pretty non-stop. I've gotten quite a few comments on this bag since I've worn it, and I don't know if I want to stop wearing it. I got to test other bags, and I want to keep wearing this one. All right, Boris, Packolab, killing it. This is great, like legit great. Everybody, go check them out. Thanks for watching this video as always. I'm about to wear the sling for y'all, but goodness gracious, I loved this review because I love this bag. It's going to be a while before I do my top 10 crossbody bags. I just did a bag or a video about 10 crossbodies that I like more than Lululemon. This was a little bit bigger than the kind of stuff I featured in that bag, but spoiler alert, this is straight to the top. This is a top 5 crossbody sling in the world right now for me. This thing is badass. It's right up there with the Cargo Loculus. It's right up there with my green room side keep and quick draw. It's great with the CT4 light, which I haven't told you all about, which is really good, with the Bounce Design Lab 5-liter sling, the Dapper Satchel. Like, these things are my favorite, and this is in that territory. It's all right. I gotta shut up. I gotta wear this bag. Guys, it's great. All right, everybody, thank you for the support as always, and we will see you next time. Bye for now, everybody.